Hello guys and welcome to another episode of my HLTV Fantasy. Today we'll be looking at Dreamhack Masters Spring 2021. A pretty interesting tournament because I think there's a pretty clear disparity between some of the teams. There's a lot of great teams up the top. I assume these are invited teams like Gambit, Astralis, Heroic, Navi. But then there's Extra Salt, Pain, Fiend, for example, at the bottom here. It's gonna be quite interesting to pick the teams here. First, go to the event page to check the format of the entire thing. So we have two groups, Group A and Group B. Double elimination groups going into a single elimination bracket. And I guess, yeah, the winner of upper finals gets directly to semifinals, I'm assuming. So I guess I have to kind of take a look at how I expect the entire thing will go. So the winner of the entire group on both sides goes up here. So the winners of the groups can meet in the finals. That's obviously good. And no one gets a seed here, so at most, by winning the entire thing, look, how many extra games can you get by losing a match? I don't know. But either way, let's get into looking at the teams and how the players are priced. I mean, if you've been following CS lately, you'd know that teams like Gambit obviously is #1 favorites here. Heroic is looking good. Navi can always do well if they just happen to have a good tournament. VP isn't looking that amazing anymore after they lost to Vardu, and they've had some clear struggles. Furia is always a decent pick, and I think they always have the potential to do good, but when they lose, they can really get swept. G2 got through Blast, and I think they were looking better than ever. Especially Hunter. How is he only 201 grand? Nico is only 213. You could even go Nico Hunter. Completely possible to go that. These prices on the G2 players after basically winning an event is pretty low. I'm certainly eyeing them. Complexity, still quite cheap, but I don't know how high my expectations are for them. Spirit's been looking great. Right? Wait, how did they do in... They only lost to G2, or what? Trying to... How they did in the... Yeah, so they only lost to G2 in the finals, but very close. So, yeah, first Spirit 116, yeah, and the two maps that Spirit lost were very close. And this one, Spirit 1 was kind of a sweep. So it's not the worst showing for Spirit either way. And other than that match against G2, they won against Ignitas, against Extra Salt, losing to Gambit obviously in Pinnacle Cup. Interesting. Big, didn't Big beat? No, Big lost to Extra Salt, so that's a pretty bad thing to happen. You shouldn't lose to Extra Salt. And they lost to Havu, of course. That's kind of almost expected. Big is just not looking good. Just really not looking good lately. And that shows in Searson being their most expensive player at 206 grand. Vitality have also been looking kinda off. I don't know how good this Kyojin guy is, but I can't really pick him for this price at least. He hasn't really been playing at this level. And he still doesn't have the greatest performances. Obviously, he's also playing on a not that amazing team, but... So Mouse, didn't Mouse do... They won an event, right? A smaller one. Yeah, Mouse beat Fnatic. They beat X-Winstrike? Yeah, they beat X-Winstrike in the finals of, yeah, Snow Sweet Snow 3. They haven't played since then, but they won Snow Sweet Snow 3. Obviously, Rops is insane. Okay. FaZe, oh my god, they're all under 200 grand. You don't expect that from FaZe still. I mean, they're not amazing, right? But okay, so the last time they played, absolutely demolished ENCE. This is like over a month ago. Or was it over a month ago since FaZe played? Okay. Losing the G2 NiP. Not that bad losing against these teams. Beating Mouse Sports. Vitality, but it's a long time ago, so they were a bit better back then still. FaZe with these prices is actually kind of a sleeper pick, possibly. Some like Twists could be nice. Even Brokey. Brokey's a good player. I'll look into the brackets later and see if I might pick maybe one FaZe player. I feel like I have to. This is a pretty big tournament, so I think I have to make at least one surprise prediction in the teams that go far. But I think the other team is gonna be like one of the favorites. Extra Salt. I mean, they won a couple matches now. They won against Big, and they beat another European team. Or am I just no? They beat Big, and they lost to Spirit. But they have another match against a European team coming up, I guess, because they didn't lose in the event yet. Where is that game? Extra Salt Force here. Either way, these prices are way too high for me to pick someone like OC, for example, or Sonic even. Why is Sonic at 209 grand a gold? Wait, what? I thought... What is up with these? Like 184 grand is still silver. But then 209 grand is gold. I don't understand how that works. By the way, I have no clue. But I really thought you'd have to be like at least like 210 grand to be a gold card. But either way, okay. I'm probably not picking this stuff. Pain, isn't Pain from Brazil? The Brazilian team? Oh, yeah. One of those Brazilian teams. Not good enough for this level, I don't think. Fiend kind of the same. I don't think they're good enough for this level yet. This is like a team I can certainly see myself picking in one of those tier 2 events. Something like a Snow Sweet Snow or one of those qualifying events. Certainly, I'm not that surprised that Fiend has gotten to this tournament, but I don't think they're going to do too well in it. Okay, so let's go into the brackets. Damn, okay, so G2 and Gambit. I was kind of thinking Gambit G2 could be a nice combination, but they would already meet on the second round if I picked them, and it should be best to pick two teams from different sides of the bracket. So maybe you go like Heroic and G2. That's what I'm thinking right now. I think Heroic is gonna destroy Pain. I think Heroic should beat Furia, who I'm expecting get through from here. I don't think they're gonna struggle against these teams either. Whereas it's probably either way a better pick. I think Gambit could. Gambit is a sick team, don't get me wrong, but they are prone to kind of choking. At least have been in the past. Teams like Spirit and G2 certainly could win against them. Even Navi, FaZe, VP, like these teams could win against them if the day is right. Obviously, like a Furia can beat a Heroic, but I don't I think Heroic is too stable of a team, maybe, for me to not pick them. Then again, on my secondary account, it's probably going to be G2 and another team here. But so how would I pick these then? I remember Shush was looking insane in one of those series. Adian hasn't been that amazing, apart from the clutch, of course. Don't get me wrong, that was amazing. I think you can pick any Heroic players. The problem with Heroic kind of is that everyone is so good. Anyone can step up. You could pick any 2 players here and you're going to be kind of happy with it. And it's kind of RNG who is going to do well in which event. But if I'm picking Heroic and G2, right? Yeah, and I mean, secondary, I'm, by the way, picking Gambit, not G2. That's what I meant. On this account, I'm picking G2 then. Past them already. Yeah, here. If I go Nico Hunter, I'm not sure about Nico. I'm 100% sure I want Hunter if I'm picking G2. I'm not 100% about Nico. I could also go for like for an Amanek. Amanek I'm also kind of eyeing because I think Amanek's been playing better than 179 grand. And he's been picking up the AWP. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to pick Amanek. Because when you are playing the AWP, you're going to get more impact. I'm not going to put like an AWP roll on him. But he's going to get... He should be able to get a lot of points for the price. And Hunter is just crazy good. So then Heroic, you might want to go Cadian. Just for the AWP roll. Also, he's not that expensive. You can go anyone, and then the last guy can also be pretty much anyone. So you'd optimally pick Face VP Mouse Navi or Astralis Extra Salt Complexity Vitality. I don't have like Complexity is one that I'm eyeing. Other than that, I think Phase is maybe a good sleeper pick. Stan, I still have 195 grand, so I can afford most of the Phase guys, right? Could get like a Twists. This is looking pretty good for me. So you would go Hunter multi-kill, I guess. Multi-kill Hunter. IGL Amanek. AWP Cadian. Stone with... it's either IGL Cadian or... No, Amanek or Stan. You'd go IGL Stan and then like support Amanek or something else on Amanek. And then Twist, obviously headshots. I am pretty happy with this. I think you need to take some risks. I'm just kind of predicting that FaZe could do better in this event than before because they've had a bit of a break. Even when FaZe isn't doing that hot, I think Twists is doing pretty well, right? So I think when they do well, I would expect Twists to do even better. Yeah. I think Heroic, I guess these two are the most consistent performers on the team. Hunter is just crazy good player in my eyes. And Amanek is he's been given better roles with the AWP. When he AWPs, he should be able to get a bit more impact. I think I'm going with this. So main AWP Cadian. I think it's support Amanek. Kind of eyeing which one I want to go. It could be IGL Stan. The IGL either one of these. Kind of headshots obviously here. Hunter, I think it's multi-fragger. and then Amanek. I mean, it could go IGL, Amanek, and something like a CT rating on Stan. I think I'm actually gonna go with that. Go IGL, Amanek, and CT rating, or Defender on Stan. This looks good to me. And then boosters. Obviously, we can only throw the first round boosters now. Spirit versus G2. It's a tight game. It's gonna be a tight first game for G2. One of the things I am kind of comforted by is the fact that even if they lose this, they're gonna get probably beat Fiend in the lower bracket. Either way, I'm gonna put some confidence into G2 that they're gonna actually pull it off. So heroic players, we should put some top of the scorecard action here. Either Cadian or Stan. I'm gonna put it on Cadian, I think. Also, we should. And Cadian is actually a great nade guy, so we can put nade on him. Stan with like 2 entries the most. Cadian, so we can put like 8 on them, but maybe in a tighter game. Stan have a good KAST. Yeah, pretty good KAST. I'm gonna put KAST on Stan. I think it hits most often in those in the games where you just kind of sweep your opponents, and this should be one of those games. The other games are a lot tighter. I'm gonna say Amonek's gonna save a lot with the AWP. Actually, Cadian is probably more of a save. Okay. Aimbot twists makes a lot of sense. There are some aim stars on VP. Meaning like Keycurt is good. Yakindar is pretty good, I think, with headshots. So he entries a lot. Pistol round, we can put that on like Hunter, for example. Bottom scorecard, Amanek. Do you want to put this now? No, I don't think so. I think we want this later on in the tournament. Amanek. Flash statistic. Flash assist statistics CSGO. Amanek. That good. KDN. KDN is pretty good. For an AWPer. Twists, probably not that amazing. We have Stan. Not that great. And Hunter. Different Hunter. Yeah, okay. So it has to be Cadian eventually with the flash assist as well. And then what do we put on him? Clutch also. Cadian. Tough because you want to put a lot of stuff on Cadian, but at least this is a long tournament. Maybe I just put this on Amanek now, so I don't forget. I think I do that. If it wants to go there. Okay. It's saved. Good. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this team. It is taking a risk. G2, I acknowledge that. Like if you want to go for the safe picks, Gambit and Heroic, right? If you want to just have a good lineup with like highest expectations, but the problem is that I want to kind of pick something that other people are not picking, and if we go there, look at the amount of Gambit and Heroic that's here. That's 4, like only 2 non-Gambit and Heroic players. Inters and Nafani for the most part. Inters is like, yeah, that's on my secondary account 100% of the time. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Check out my secondary lineup in the comments down below, and there's also going to be a link to this fantasy so you can make your own team. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks and goodbye.